KC Laboratory. Sponsored by Emprise Bank.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. My name's Ken Swanson, and this is the KC Laboratory presented by Emprise Bank. So excited to be partnering with them on a new exciting venture with my dear pals here. First, find them on Twitter at Chief in Carolina, Matt Lane. Welcome to the KC Laboratory. This is something new, my friend.
I like these new digs. I have to say, I'm kind of looking around the new laboratory, and there's some nice stuff around here. I'm enjoying it, guys. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to get started. I am ready to, continue hanging out with my dear pals, hang out with some new friends, start building up this new thing. I'm ready. I'm excited. I cannot wait to get everything out there for everybody. I hope everybody's as hyped as I am. I know Craig Stout, the Renaissance man himself, the names are coming over with us. I know he's hyped as well. Tell us how you're doing.
I'm doing fantastic. I want that logo on a hat. I'm staring at it on our bumper. I need that logo on a hat. I need the KCSN logo on merch. This is it. I think you guys were waiting to find out where we were going. Welcome to it. This is our new venture. The three of us are together. We've obviously added some more folks as well, but this is what we wanted to do next. You're still going to get the same kind of content from us. You're still going to get, the stuff that we did at Arrowhead Pride, but we get to do it more intimate, more with you, and we get to have some ownership of it. And this is something that we definitely wanted to do with these people, right, Kent?
Oh, absolutely. This was, it was going to take something really special for us to leave Arrowhead Pride. And we're immensely grateful for the opportunity that we got there. There's no doubt about it. And it brought us together. It gave me two of my best friends in the world, literally sitting right here. We bonded over football, and it was the 2018 NFL draft where we all kind of started talking and hanging out and having conversations in the DMs, and one thing led to another, and all of a sudden we're doing a podcast together, Maddie.
Yeah, I mean, that is exactly where it started. Three guys thrown together over the internet in the DMs, and all of a sudden we kind of became best friends. We started covering the Chiefs thanks to all of you guys out there that are listening to us talk about football and life and make really corny puns and come up with nicknames for one another and stuff like that. And here we are years later, and we've just kind of got to the point where, like Kent said, we're greatly appreciative of every platform and everything we are given at Arrowhead Pride. Absolutely the utmost respect and appreciation to Joel, to Pete, and everybody that worked at Arrowhead Pride. But now we get to kind of start building this our way. The KC Laboratory gets to be how we want to cover the Chiefs. This is everything that we've ever wanted to do, centered around football, around each other, around working with a group of friends, Kent, Craig, BJ, other guys, all these people that let it fly, all of our friends that are involved in this is how we want to do it. And that's why we're so excited to get going with this, because this is no longer controlled by anybody else. This is ours. I know these guys are just as excited about it as I am, but I mean, this is what makes me want to cover football going forward.
Yes, definitely. And being able to do it with these two and with the other people that we're doing this with, our goal is to educate and inform. It's not to sit here and try to have a bunch of hot takes and try and, scream stuff at you and try and get clicks or anything like that. This is more about
sometimes.
Okay, well, sometimes, but not usually. But no, it's to educate, inform, help us to make this a better football community to discuss this with. That's kind of what we started with when we were doing this from the beginning, and a lot of you guys have latched on to that. We are doing podcasts. We are going to be doing newsletters through a Substack. We are going to be giving you as much information as we possibly can about this football team, and we get to focus it exactly how we want to, and that's going to kind of make this thing even better than what we've been able to do maybe in the past.
Well, and this is something that we've been asked a lot is, video. People want to watch, our video, and they ask us a lot. We get this a lot of times is asking, do you ever on YouTube or anything like that? Well, you're going to be able to access the KC Laboratory in all the traditional ways that you have in the past when it comes to the podcast side, but now you're going to have the video capability too. So there's a lot of exciting things that'll be coming with that. And you're still going to be able to find our written content, like Craig said, on a daily newsletter. It's something we're really excited about. We have some really new, unique ideas for what we're trying to do there too. I've got a new article series for the season. I'm not going to talk about yet, but I am very geeked out for that. And just so you know, you're still going to get the KC Laboratory podcast twice a week. That was something we definitely want to continue to do. We love podcasting. We know there may not be as many shows up here the next next month or two or whatever, but I was talking to these guys. I want to jump on a Zoom with them every now and then just to touch base. Like it's something that I'm so used to because the last 3 years has been us multiple times a week hanging out, talking. And it's not necessarily just the 40, 50 minutes that you hear on a podcast every single week. It winds up being 2-3 hours. Sometimes our wives aren't particularly thrilled, but sometimes we're tinfoil hatting late into the night. It just happens sometimes, Maddie.
For sure. And I mean, another thing that I just wanted to throw out there, we definitely wanted to keep podcasting as much as possible for you guys, but now you're getting these videos. You're going to get to see our smiling faces or our disgruntled looks during different parts of Chiefs coverage. But even more fun than that, there's going to be a lot more live streams coming back at you guys. I know a lot of people love them when we used to do them in the past. People have liked them around draft time. You're going to get the opportunity to jump in, watch us do this stuff live, interact with us directly during this process. Like that's part of this that we're excited for. Like we mentioned, we're going to have some written content, same kind of film reviews, daily stuff coming at you guys. But I think there's going to be some more stuff in there too. You're going to have some more access to us behind the scenes that you haven't had before. We're going to have a presence on Facebook that three of us didn't really build out before too much going on. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't participate too much on Facebook. We're going to start working over there, growing over there with you guys. But you're going to get just a different level of access to us three, not only directly about football, talk about to us as people a little bit more than you had before. And just the big thing is, I think Craig said it earlier, we want to educate people on football, specifically the Chiefs from where we come from. And we're trying to build the best platform that we can do that as long as you guys care to learn from us.
Yeah, and it would be nice to be able to, sit down and show, if we want to sit down and do a film session, maybe in the lead up for some of this draft stuff. When we're getting together and watching things together, we can go live for subscribers. We can have people join us. We can have people ask questions and learn. We're going to have player interviews for our draft content. We're going to be able to be linked up with a lot of prospects and get them on as well. There's just going to be more overall access to a lot of the things that you guys are going to want out of covering the Chiefs. And now, because we have a little more flexibility and a little more freedom, we're going to be able to do a lot more of that with you. So yeah, you're going to get more of us. You're going to get more access to us, and you're going to get something every single weekday. Every morning you can wake up with us, a new podcast, a new newsletter. It's going to be right there for you. So we're excited. We're ready to kick this thing off with our friends.
Yeah, I'm geeked out, and it's so cool to see how I think there's just a lot of really cool things that have aligned to make this happen. And when we kind of started having the conversations with BJ and some of the Let It Fly guys and kind of seeing how this could reveal itself, it's so unique. And I think it's what we're excited about. I think it's going to give us an opportunity to make better content than what we've done in the past. And that's definitely not discrediting anything that we've been able to do with AP at all. It's just, I think all the people that are involved in KCSN are, uniquely able to help this thing become something really special. And I think that's what we're all so motivated to do. This is something that's really energizing all three of us to get to be a part of something like this. We've been out of our shoes.
Absolutely.
It's been everything in me not to try to leak out what we're up to. I've just been like sitting on my hands on the new KC Laboratory logo, and I've had to really contain myself here. It's all of this is it's such a unique opportunity, and we can't wait to get started. Real quick, maybe there might be some people that haven't don't really know anything about us. Real quick before we get out of here, maybe just talk a little bit about our background with football, how we got to this point, because there is some new people. we aren't on YouTube quite as much as as we are now. I mean, this is new. So, I mean, people are going to see Craig Stout's face a lot more now.
But they're going to recognize his voice from being the voice of the Kansas City Chiefs hype videos for Jerron Reed. So, like, they will know him instantly.
Oh, man. Maddie Lane, just tell us, like, a few quick things about your background here, what you've been through, how you got writing, all that good stuff real quick. Just tell people that may not know.
All right, the Cliff Notes. Played football growing up, through high school, had an opportunity to play a little bit of football in college. Definitely squandered my opportunity, but when I got done, I realized that I still thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked everything about talking football, covering football. I missed it. So what did I do? I took to the internet forums and just started talking about my favorite football team, the Chiefs, and the NFL draft as much as possible. Found myself on Arrowhead Pride just being one of the commenters for years until I finally started making fun of stuff that Kent Swanson was saying for a while, actually. That is how we first met.
So it was like every other comment was either like, I agree, or you're dumb.
Yeah. And then we started talking, and Kent actually pushed me into, trying to get a gig covering the Chiefs for somebody. And then I got onto Arrowhead Pride, and then I met Craig, and we just became best friends. The last few years, we've just been covering the Chiefs in the draft for Arrowhead Pride. We've really just kind of gelled together as best friends. We've made everything work. But I mean, just from the bottom to now, the whole point is I love football. I love everything about it. I want to learn everything I can about the game. And then one of my favorite things to do is then share that with other people as it pertains to my favorite team. So that is what I've been trying to do from Arrowhead Pride. That is what I'm trying to do now here with the KC Laboratory, with the KC Sports Network, with all my friends. That is my goal for you guys because I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, I started writing there about 13 years ago. That's where I met BJ Kissel. That started because a whole bunch of people did not know anything about the 3-4 defense that Clancy Pendergast was getting ready to run for the Chiefs. So I did a bunch of research myself and was able to kind of translate some of this stuff into Chiefs fits and things like that. Lo and behold, I got a job writing about defense. After that, I've been doing it ever since. These guys, I came along and I got back into the swing of things and started talking about the draft with them. We became fast friends. And so, yeah, now it's all about finding out scheme, finding out reasons why these things are done. We've just got this genuine curiosity for the behind the scenes stuff, not necessarily the immediate front facing stuff, although we care about that too. But we like to dig in and find out some of the reasons why everybody does things. So it's been fun to do that, and we hope to bring that plus more to KCSN.
I started out learning about the game of football in college. Really, I got to learn the Dick Vermeil era offense, the Al Saunders offense of the early 2000s in college at Mid-America Nazarene from a bunch of former Chiefs players. Got to learn the game a little bit from Kimball Anders. Jonathan Quinn, who was a former Chiefs quarterback, was my head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. So I got to learn a lot, and that's really what piqued my interest and my curiosity to kind of help me, take some of the desire to talk about sports and write about sports and translate it to a few articles on Arrowhead Pride. Joel Thorman saw him. I was writing about the 2017 quarterback draft class. There was a guy you might have heard in there, Patrick Lavon Mahomes. And I think everything kind of just went from there, and got some more opportunities there at Arrowhead Pride. And then these guys came along and we started the AP Laboratory, which is now the KC Laboratory. And we are so geeked out. July 1 is when a lot of our content's going to really start to ramp up, where you're going to hear a lot more from us consistently in the newsletter, the podcast, all that stuff. But, make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel because that's where you're going to see a lot of this kind of content and all kinds of cool stuff that we've got coming. I cannot wait for you guys to see some of the stuff we have planned very early on. It's going to be crazy. And we are so beyond excited to be part of something that we really, truly believe is going to be special. And it's going to be with a lot of really special people. And I think that's what's going to be so much fun about it. Really excited to be partnering with Emprise Bank. Again, really thank you so much to them for believing in what is happening here at KCSN. We cannot wait for you to see all we got going on. And until we talk again, catch you later.